turns out some Utahns don't need to be reminded about the potential for disasters.
They're already prepared, and news specialist Andrew Adams found out there's plenty we can learn from the preppers. Right, Andrew?
Yeah, Dave, this goes well beyond drop, cover, and hold on. These people are prepared to survive for months, if not years, and to be like them, it isn't as hard as you think.
Hidden inside this stately manor.
Come on in.
A secret room.
Welcome to what we commonly call the vault.
Totally secure.
So I can lock the door from the inside and it's completely sealed. It's 8.5 inches of steel and concrete, floor, ceiling, walls, everything.
Stocked to the ceiling.
I have everything set up freestanding, so if there's an earthquake, we're going to get lots of movement, and the shelves are going to be able to move and rock without falling.
It's Brett Williams' seldom seen pride and joy for when things go south.
Well, I am from Southern California. Just being aware of earthquakes is something that you get used to, and being prepared was something I learned early on.
So, his fully loaded storage/panic room. A year's supply of food is only the beginning.
We have water in tanks. I also have water filtration systems that we can use so we can filter any kind of water if we need that.
Plus, snares and traps to catch live game.
It's better to have it and then not use it than to not have it.
Which also applies to the first aid station, full of bandages and medications.
I've gone a little bit overboard. I got materials for casting broken arms and legs and sutures and surgical equipment, hoping that if there's a doctor in the neighborhood, he can use that stuff, but at least I have it for him.
If the earth starts to shake, or if the sun grows dark, Williams is about as prepared as anybody to survive it. But if his setup looks too daunting for you, another family says, don't worry.
It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be fancy. We just have to have the ability to do what we need to do to care for our families.
Jonathan and Kylene Jones are the authors of The Provident Prepper.
Our motto is small, steady, consistent steps get you there. We want to make it easy, and that simply happens when you break it down.
There are the essentials, stored food.
At least 2 weeks. If you do a 3-month supply, that's fabulous.
Water filters and a way to disinfect water.
We recommend that everyone store what's called calcium hypochlorite. This bag costs something around $9. It's not very expensive, but it will disinfect 10,000 gallons of water.
They also like solar-powered flashlights, portable heaters that are safe to use indoor, and a folder to store pictures of family members, important documents, and family emergency and evacuation plans that are at the center of all preparations.
And you're trying to remember, oh, where was I supposed to go? What were we supposed to do? And it's all written out.
More sophisticated steps include community emergency response team training and obtaining a ham radio license.
So I can get on ham radios and communicate with cities.
Yep, Williams has those too. But
the most important thing I'm going to tell you is attitude. The most important thing is positive attitude.
He believes real preparation extends beyond the home, deep inside the soul.
And if you have the good attitude, you can make it through it. If you don't have a good attitude, everything just snowballs and becomes, the disaster becomes in your mind as well, and that's the worst place.
Now, preppers realize when the big one hits, you may not be at home, so they recommend putting something like a backpack in your car, maybe even at work. Things like a coat, food, water, a multi-tool, just to get you by and make sure that you're ready. Back to you.
Well, between that and looking at that vault, I think a lot of us would say we've got some work to do, Andrew.
Absolutely.
All right, thanks for the advice, though. Good tips, especially today.